Ho ho buddies, welcome to Borderline Games. I'm Gareth and today we're playing the 100 Line Last Defense Academy, and the last time we got stranded in the outside of the school grounds. We were picked up by a mysterious person and brought to the second academy, the second to last academy in the 100 Line. Makes you think whether there's a third one. And we're being introduced to the people that are here. There's someone with a pumpkin on their head, there's someone that looks like a samurai, and then there's somebody else. And there's also a Sirei equivalent here as well, called Nico, the commanding officer here at second to last Defense Academy. Let's carry on. Hello.
In addition to keeping this place running, I also serve under the Honorable Sirei when the occasion demands it. Let's work hard to keep this school safe.
Yeah. Nice to meet you too.
I mean, Nico definitely seems like a second in command, right? Compared to Sirei. Sirei definitely has a more commanding presence.
This young lady is Kiyoshika Magadori.
Yeah, that's a samurai. Kiyoshika Magadori.
She was raised in a forest on the very outskirts of the Tokyo residential complex, where she dedicated herself to learning Bushido, the way of the warrior. You may find her a little old-fashioned at times, but her steadfast sense of justice makes her an invaluable ally.
She'll be interesting during the strategy fight bits, the SRPG bits.
Magadori at your service, sir. I am honored to make your acquaintance.
Oh, hello.
Thanks. Same here.
Are these going to be transfer students? Are they going to come over to the Last Defense Academy? That'd be cool. She looks and sounds like she just walked out of a historical drama. When you say samurai, this is pretty much what most people imagine. She must be really proud of her heritage.
If I may ask, have you any idea what caused you to stay unconscious?
Oh, there's a little cat. Little kitty on the cape.
My head kind of hurts, so that might have something to do with it. Otherwise, I have no idea.
What are we talking about here? How long... Okay, I see. Why were you unconscious for so long?
In that case, it is my sorrow to inform you that you are afflicted with a dread disease. We attempted to treat it, but it was too late.
You have 3 days left.
A disease? Wait, what do you mean too late?
It is a rare malady known as a migraine. As I understand it, 'tis caused by an intense yearning for rice, oats, and the like. Your body wastes away, while your earthly hunger tethers your soul to this plane, eternally calling out for that which you crave. Migraine.
That's funny.
In the end,
She's a real fish out of water.
skeleton, terrifying people with your eerie laugh, and indecent requests to see young ladies' panties.
Oh, okay. Interesting. What do panties have to do with anything?
That's not what a migraine is. It's just a really bad headache.
Kind of. It's a little different, but yeah, that's pretty much it, I guess.
It's not a rare, incurable disease? Lady Kurara, you deceived me!
Kurara.
As you can see, Kiyoshika's knowledge of the modern world is somewhat lacking. But
Oops. But her heart is in the right place. That's putting it mildly. She's completely out of touch.
moving on, this is Yugamu Omokage. He's a fine, upstanding teenage assassin.
Oh, an assassin.
Fascinating family history. So long as you're not squeamish, that is.
Hey, how's it going?
It's got a little scar. It's got an eye patch.
You're an assassin?
Yeah, it's the family business. I was groomed for it. Well, not groomed so much as, experimented on.
Why are you licking your finger?
What? What did they do to you?
Very pointy tongue.
Don't sweat it. Truth is, I'm not the biggest fan of the work my family and I do. We don't know the people we kill. It's so impersonal. I can't stand staining my hands with meaningless kills. I'd prefer to murder someone I love. Someone who wants to kill me just as much.
What?
Assassination is an art form, man. An expression of joy, love, all that good stuff.
He's like an assassin hippie.
Bloodlust elevates it to a whole nother level. The best targets are the ones you get all fired up for, where you don't know who's going to kill who until that final, passionate moment.
But like an assassin twist.
Killing without love just leaves me empty. And everyone's
Great, more weirdos.
Why should their deaths be any different? Like, right now I have so many ideas about how I could kill you. Garroting?
I thought it said carroting.
Poisoning? Suffocation? Which one would bring out the best in you? This is why I love meeting new people.
Because I can think of ways to kill him.
Just for the record though, this is purely hypothetical. I'd never go that far with someone I just met.
Alright, so this guy's crazy. Never thought I'd meet a real assassin. Now that I've talked to him a little, I definitely get the feeling he's not someone I'd want to mess with. Or maybe that's just the way he's dressed. It's not a style many people could pull off. All those hands and eyes and... Is this a brain at the bottom left?
Next up, sporting the rather eccentric
It's a tomato? It's a tomato, it's not pumpkin.
Urara Osuzuki. She's the scion of one of the Tokyo residential complex's most wealthy and influential families. Bow your head, peasant!
Hoorah.
What? Why are you staring at me like that?
Can you blame me? I'm still trying to figure out what that thing you're wearing is.
You're wondering why I'd hide my noble visage beneath this mask, aren't you?
Not necessarily.
Scum, don't insult your betters by trying to understand their decisions. Slit your throat and repent for your hubris in hell!
She definitely gives off Jack-o'-lantern vibes. Where did all that venom come from? Do wealthy people really hate regular folks this much?
That about does it for our merry band. Well, actually, we do have one other member,
Yeah?
but she appears to be outside school grounds at present.
Oh, a secret member.
She goes out exploring those ruins pretty much every chance she gets. Such a little go-getter. A real cutie, too. And she's just as cute on the inside.
What do you mean by that?
By which I mean her personality. You know?
Okay, good.
I've never even seen what her guts look like. She's not that kind of girl.
Now that we've all introduced ourselves, perhaps you could tell us your name.
Oh, right. Nice to meet you all. I'm Takumi Samino.
Who cares what your name is? Tell me your slave number, then maybe I'll remember it.
Can I just get through a simple introduction without you criticizing me?
Just clearing my throat.
You came here from Last Defense Academy?
Yes, that's right.
Splendid! Splendid! Fellow students are always welcome here. But why exactly did you make this journey? Is there some trouble at the main campus?
Yeah, we've got no food.
I must
That's another thing I should have told you at the top, sorry.
perplexed
We've run out of food.
by
It's essentially been destroyed by somebody. We've got a traitor amidst us, probably.
exchanges.
Sorry, Inigo, I wasn't paying attention. I must admit I was a tad perplexed with the Honourable Siri stopped contact me. Okay, so we've got to tell him about Siri. We also got to tell him about the whole food situation.
Your communication equipment damaged in your most recent battle, perhaps?
It's interesting that clearly this school knew about us, but the students at the other school didn't know about this one. Why? He doesn't know what happened to Siri. Looks like I'll have to break it to him. First, I will zoom out and look at all these characters. Look at them.
You should consider it an honor to be allowed in my presence. If we were back at the complex, I'd never associate with your type.
That's fine with me. I wouldn't want to hang out with someone who wears a giant tomato on their head either.
That drab outfit of yours is made from regular cloth, too. How very mundane.
Hey, I'm sure your clothes are all expensive designer brands, but in the end, they're just cloth too, you know?
I ought to wash your mouth out with industrial cleaner for that remark. This is no ordinary fabric. It's a one-of-a-kind material, handmade by my favourite idol group. They'd never done any weaving before, but people will do anything if you pay or threaten them enough.
You made an idol group to do that. You made an idol group do that.
Any chump with a few million on their bank account can buy designer brands. The true elite know how to go the extra mile and add real value to their purchases.
This girl's got a really nasty attitude. I think all that money's gone to her head. Okay, let's just talk to Nigo.
It's kind of a long story. I guess it all started when...
But before I could go on, the door to the gym swung open and a bright, cheery voice cut across me.
Hey everyone, I'm back.
Who's that? Huh? When I heard it, my whole body tensed up and my heart started beating like crazy. I knew that voice. Up until recently, I used to hear it practically every day. Is it Karua? But it couldn't be. Could it? I had to know. I turned to face the door. When I saw who just walked in, my heart beat even faster. So fast I thought it might burst out my chest.
Sorry
It is!
so long. I hope I didn't make you worry.
What?
Of course we worried. How many times have we told you not to venture beyond the school without an escort?
I'm sorry. I just thought I might be able to find some kind of clue, no matter how small. I haven't given up on Moko yet. She's got to be out there somewhere. Ah, it's you! Wow, you're finally awake.
She doesn't remember me.
Are you feeling better? We've been taking care of you the best we can, but
So is it really her?
You'd never come around.
Am I just having one big dream?
Mr. Sumino, something the matter?
Karua.
Karua. The moment I said her name, the dam broke. I couldn't hold myself back anymore.
Karua! You're alright? What are you doing here? They haven't been making you fight too, have they?
Let me go! What do you think you're doing? Grabbing my hand like that?
What do you mean? What's the problem? I'm just so happy to see you, Karua.
And why do you keep calling me Karua? I have no idea who that is.
Oh, that's not her name. What's her name?
I think you've got me confused for someone else. My name is Nozomi Kirifuji. See? Our names aren't even similar.
Nozomi. Nozomi? She's not Karua. Did I make a mistake? No, that can't be right. You look exactly like her. Your hairstyle is a little different, but your voice is exactly like I remember it. How could two completely unrelated people be so alike? You are Karua. Now stop fooling around. You got me, okay? You've had your fun, so please just... Before I could say any more, a metallic sound rang out, and the next thing I knew, someone had a blade pressed to my throat. Stand down, Sir Takumi. Be forewarned, my holy Jumonji sword is a sacred blade that actively seeks out the blood of the wicked. I am not the one who decides who I cut down with it. The sword has a mind of its own. Hence I ask thee, holy Jumonji sword, is this young man our next target? Does he possess a wicked heart?
Oh, he totally does. The wickedest. Haven't we met someone before? Oldest pickup line in the book. I've seen the fraudsters in cheap suits suckering tons of hapless victims that way. And let's not forget the impropriety of touching a girl without her consent. Why would he do that, if not to stain Nozomi's fair hand with his own fluids?
What kind of fluids?
The indecent kind. Trust me, Kiyoshika. You'll be doing the world a favour by separating this oaf's head from his body. That's quite enough. There'll be no beheadings here today. Mr. Sumino, I really must insist that you calm down. This young lady is Nozomi Kirifuji. She's a member of this unit. None of us have ever even heard of this Karua you speak of. You've got it all wrong, old boy. It's time you accepted that.
I was... wrong. You're not... They're all saying this girl isn't Karua. Is it true? Do they just look the same? How is that possible? They're completely identical. What is going on here? Things are making even less sense than usual.
What do you say, Mr. Samino? Feeling a little less frantic now?
I can't believe it. I won't. But if I keep pushing it, they'll only think I'm unstable or dangerous and try to lock me up. Or worse. I need to be smart about this.
Hey!
Hey! Sorry, I made a mistake. I guess I got carried away. I'm still a little out of it from whatever knocked me out. And you look so much like this girl I know. Seeing her, well, you, after all this time, I couldn't help myself. I wasn't thinking straight. I'm sorry. It's okay. You just took me by surprise, that's all. There was no real harm done. I don't blame you for being confused. I'm sure you've been through a lot.
You shouldn't be so lenient with him, Nozomi. This is why unattractive commoners like you get taken advantage of.
You're always so quick to see the worst in everyone, Karura. Very similar to Karua, including me apparently. If you forgive him, Lady Nozomi, then the holy Jumonji sword head need not spill blood today. A true warrior fights for justice, not blind revenge. With a flourish, Kiyoshika, she's my favourite so far, out of these this new troop that we've come across, finally sheathed her sword and I breathed a sigh of relief. Why's she carrying a katana around anyway? Yeah, the girls here can be kinda intense. You gotta be careful around them. You do a little thing like walk around the school naked and suddenly everyone's all off with his head.
What kind of degenerate wanders around a public space in the buff? Don't you have any shame? You're letting it all hang out.
'Twas a sight I'll never forget. Never forget.
Let's change the subject, shall we? Mr. Samino, I think it's time you told us what you're doing here. What's happening over at Last Defense Academy?
Oh, right, I almost forgot. I pulled myself together and told everyone what we'd been through in the last 3 weeks. About Sure being dismembered and hidden in the ruins, about Hiruku taking over as leader and then going missing, about us being drugged and losing all our food, and finally about how we'd gone out to search for new supplies, only to be caught in the storm and how I'd gotten knocked out at some point. That just about covered everything. Wow, man, that's heavy. Sounds like you've really been through the ringer.
Probably because they're all useless peasants on that side. You know, like Kiyoshika.
Useless. Together with the Holy Jumonji sword, I'm the finest swordswoman in all of the land. Has it been hard for you all this time? Well, you know, we made it work somehow. The way she acted when she was concerned, her facial expression, the tone of her voice, they were all just as I remembered them. I could try to tell myself Kara and Nozomi were different people, but with all these similarities, my brain would never accept it.
You even let your commander get eliminated right under your noses. Just how dense can you possibly be?
Good grief, I think all this info's been too much for Nigo.
Wake up, you pathetic lump of scrap metal, or do you want to take a one-way trip to the recycling centre?
After a merciless barrage of whacks on the head from Kurura, Nigo finally seemed to regain his senses.
The Honourable Sire, killed, dismembered. No!
How did it happen? Did the invaders get into your school somehow? We think so. That's the only explanation I can think of. Anyway, if the stealth units are anything like the ninja or Yor, winning this war will be even harder than we anticipated. The Holy Jumonji sword agrees, by the way.
You don't have to tell us everything your stupid sword says. You're ruining the flow of the conversation. No, no, no! Sire, my honourable Sire, how can this be? And you, quit your blobbering or I'll crack open your head and restore your factory settings!
Anyway, now that I've told you how things stand on our side, can you tell me some more about this school? There's still some stuff I don't quite understand. Are you ready to tell us anything, Nigo? You seem like you're struggling there. First of all, this school is called Second to Last Defense Academy, right? Do you have something you're fighting to protect from the invaders?
Yes, in a sense.
We have a closely guarded defense room, just like the one at your Last Defense Academy.
These brave young people have been tasked with keeping its contents safe from How does it go? Yes, from the vile and barbaric enemy.
There's a defense room here as well. And what's in that room exactly? All I've heard is that it's something that will mean the end of humanity if the invaders get it.
Yes, indeed. Humanity's future prospects without this particular asset would be grim, to say the least.
It is, after all, the key to overcoming the world death. Overcoming world death and ensuring a chance for future generations to thrive. This is our first clue as to what it is. World death? What's that?
I beg your pardon, you don't know about world death. Didn't the Honourable Siri tell you?
This is the first time I've heard about it. What is it? What does it mean?
Oh dear, now I've put my foot in it. If the Honourable Siri didn't see fit to share this information with you, what right have I to contradict him? I get it out of me. To get it out of me with such underhanded tactics. Have you no honour, sir?
You mentioned it first.
The Honourable Siri would never have let this happen. I blame my inferior specs. But that's the last you'll hear of it from me. I'll not fall for your tricks again.
You must have the authority to tell me that Siri's gone, right? Oh, I see. You must have the authority to tell me now that Siri's gone. So what's the problem?
No, it doesn't work that way.
Superior officers' orders must be obeyed unless explicitly rescinded. Guess that's all I'm getting. World death. Sounds nasty. But what is it? Some kind of natural disaster or the name of an organisation, maybe? And whatever's in the defence room is the key to defeating it. Or them. I've no idea what it could be. But if there's one here too, why do they only have 4 people protecting it? If you don't mind me asking, is this your entire unit? You've been fighting the invaders with just the 4 of you?
There were 5 to begin with, but our 5th member sacrificed herself during our last battle.
Sacrificed? At our school we can't die in battle. Isn't it the same here?
Oh, no. We have a Revivomatic and corpse recovery drones too. Bringing our fallen comrades back isn't an issue. But this one wasn't killed. She allowed herself to be taken prisoner by the other side.
Oh, do they become commanders? Is that what they're called? When we're fighting them, are they called commanders? I think they are called commanders, right? They become commanders. The invaders take prisoners.
She was too far away from the drones or the Revivomatic to be of use. By now they've probably...
Don't say it. Moko is alive. She has to be. Moko?
Yes, that was her name. Moko Majiro. A most considerate and kind-hearted student. By which he means she had a disgustingly positive attitude.
She never hesitated to throw herself in harm's way to keep the rest of us safe. If it wasn't for her, the school would have fallen to the invaders by now. We all owe her our lives. Lady Moko had the heart and soul of a true hero. Without her, we are like the 47 Ronin without Oshi. I don't know what that is. I told you, she's not dead. She's still out there somewhere. She wouldn't give up that easily, so I won't give up on her. I'll find her and get her out of whatever invader prison they've taken her to.
So, in answer to your question earlier, yes, it's just the 4 of them defending the school now.
That seems kind of small. We started with 10 people at our school.
Yes, there's a reason for that. You see, the difference between your school and ours is... Oh my, that was a close one. You always have me leaking confidential information, you cunning trickster, you.
Seriously, all I did was ask a question.
We may be small in number, but we make up for it in other ways. Everyone here is an elite fighter. On the other hand, I'd wager there are students at your school who are still a little green on the battlefield. Yes?
That's true. Even I'm not used to it yet. They're all elite fighters, even her. Power, a seasoned fighter at home on the battlefield. I don't see how that could be possible. Maybe Nozomi really is a different person.
There are other differences between last and second to last Defense Academy as well. For instance, we don't have any undying flames here.
What, so there's no wall of fire?
Alas, no. After all, the thing generating the flames is... another close one! You'll get no more secrets out of me, you scoundrel!
How many times are we going to do this?
Anyway, because of our weaker defences, the enemy attacks here are that much fiercer, but everyone's doing a spiffing job of fighting them off.
Of course we have. We're the only ones who can. You sound so calm about it. Didn't you ever have any doubts? Weren't you confused being brought here and forced to fight? Sure, a little, but it's what we were sent here to do. It's our mission. Our mission. We're representing all of humanity in this war. They chose us above all others to defend the world from the invaders. We're the only ones who can do this. So it's only natural that we give it our all. Mankind's future is in our hands now. It's our responsibility. Missions. Responsibilities. There's a lot of serious stuff going on here. The Kara I know would never talk like that, even in a messed up situation like this.
Save the inspirational speeches, Nozomi. We've been through all of this before. This is a textbook case of noblesse oblige. As one who stands at the peak of society's upper echelons, it's my duty to protect the ignorant masses.
Of course. Sorry for getting carried away. Nay, your speeches are a delight, Lady Nozomi. They never fail to fill me with determination. Same. We were all on the fence when we first arrived, but you soon had us rallying around to fight the good fight and whatnot. That, and you convinced me it'd be a good experience for our future hits. For my future hits. I write songs, you see. Well, it sounds like the debate on whether or not to participate went in a totally different direction around here. And all because of Nozomi. No one at our academy even tried to frame the war as a mission or responsibility or anything like that. We only concentrated on how unreasonable it all felt. I'm amazed she was able to put such a positive spin on it. Is something wrong? No, sorry, it's nothing. She and Kara may look and sound the same, but I'm starting to see how different they are personality-wise. That still doesn't explain all the mysteries, though. So what are you going to do now, Takumi? Huh? You could stay and fight the invaders with us if you want. It'd be nice to have another guy around. Not because I'm planning on checking out in the bath or anything like that. Checking you out in the bath or anything like that. Okay, don't mention it then. And I don't know where you get such an idea. I mean, if I'm going to sneak a peek at your body, I'd want it to be a lot more exposed than that, you feel me? Nothing about what he said makes me want to stay.
Naturally, it would be an honour to have you join our ranks, but I'm afraid that simply won't do. We have a plan in place and we need to stick to it. I'll be returning you to your own academy.
You will? How are you going to do that? You mean I can get back to the Last Defense Academy from here?
Yes, indeed. By using a certain transport method, we can be there in less than a day.
What transport method is that exactly?
Why, the school bus, of course. We have a special model parked in our garage.
What, like an actual bus? Why do you have one of those? Be funny if we had one as well.
Sometimes it's necessary for us all to travel further afield for special missions and the like. That was meant to be classified information. I can't say anything around you, can I?
I'm just going to ignore that. At any rate, it sounds like I'll be going back soon. Honestly, I don't know how to feel right now. I'm worried about the others, of course, but this will mean leaving her, too.
We can give you some of our supply foods, surplus... No,
we can give you some of our surplus food supplies to take with you.
That is why you ventured out in the first place, is it not?
Oh, right, thanks. That'd be a big help.
Isn't that taking hospitality too far? Why should...
Suddenly doing all these voices is hard work.
Why should we waste our hard-earned supplies on this funny Pages reject and his goofball friends?
I'm trying to make them different to ones I've already established, but I think there's so many, it's going to be kind of impossible. But I'll try my best, though. I'll try and make her sound a bit more pompous than Darumi, because I think that's kind of what I'm kind of doing Darumi for her. And I want, if they're in the same room, I'll try and make them sound a little different. That's rich coming from someone like her. We need everyone in both academies. Oh, wrong voice.
We need everyone in both academies to do their part, or all our efforts will be for naught.
What does that mean exactly?
Oh, losing the Honourable Sirey will be considerable blow to the war effort. It means we'll need to completely overhaul. We'll need to completely overhaul our strategy going forward. I'm losing my mind. You mean Sirey was the one in charge of everything before? I guess he's so afraid of leaking any more secrets that he's just not going to answer. When are we going to leave? Right now? No, I think it's a little late in the day for that. We'll need time to get the supply packages together too. Let's set our department time for tomorrow morning. Does that work for you, Mr. Sabino? Yeah, that's fine with me. I feel like something's going to happen. Something bad is going to happen, and they're all going to turn on me. Tomorrow morning. Hopefully I'll be able to talk with Nozomi more before then. I need to be sure whether she's really Karua or not. I won't feel right about leaving if I can't get that straight first. All this time my main reason for fighting has been so I could see Karua again, and now... Hey peasant, take those filthy eyes of yours off Nozomi. Huh? I see the way you're looking at her, the way your gaze roams up and down her legs in painful transparency. You're already fantasizing about all the indecent things you want to do with her, aren't you? Pervert, degenerate, archmage of immorality. What? No, of course not. You better lock your door tonight, Nozomi. You wouldn't want this lech casting his splooge spell on you. I can stand guard for you. I will cleft the miscreant in twain at the first sight of trouble. At the first sight of sploogeness. Well, this stinks. Don't sweat it, man. You know how girls love threats of violence? I do not like you. How about you come grab a bite with me tonight? Maybe after you can come back to my room and I'll demonstrate some of my favourite give you a relaxing massage.
Hey!
Hey! I think I'll pass. If I couldn't talk to Nozomi, I wanted to be alone. I took some food back to the room that had been assigned to me and ate it there. No matter how much I tried to relax or distract myself, there was only one thing on my mind: Nozomi. I mean, she looks exactly like her, doesn't she? The resemblance was uncanny. She and Karua could be twins. No, it went even beyond that. Apart from the hairstyle, their appearance, speech and body languages were exactly the same. It could be a coincidence, or the logical arguments in the world. All the logical arguments in the world wouldn't convince me otherwise. Her hairstyle is different. What's with that, do you think? Is her hair hiding something? A third eye. Then again, Nozomi is so calm and stoic. Karua would probably be freaking out if she were here now. And if she really were Karua, why would she hide it from me? What if she has amnesia? Could that be why she doesn't know me? Amnesia is a trope in visual novels and anime alike. I can't let it end like this. I just can't leave without finding out the truth. I've been sitting on the bed, but I got up now. It was time for action. I have to clear this up, or I'll always have it hanging over me. I have to talk to her. Alone. If I have to get cleft in twain to get to her, so be it. I can always come back with the Revivomatic anyway. Alright, let's do this. Let's see what Nozomi has to say. Well, let's go see. Here I go. Mustering up the courage, I made my way toward the door, and someone's going to be there. But right as my hand fell on the doorknob... Ooh! We get to see the other's powers. That's exciting. What? An alarm! There was no doubt about it. It was the same blaring siren and flashback lights flashback lights? What is this, Danganronpa? I'd seen and heard so many times before. Enemy attack! The invaders are coming!
Intruder alert! Intruder alert! Unauthorized personnel detected on school grounds. Defense mode initiated. All available troops, prepare for battle immediately.
They're so cute. Suddenly I was in fight or flight mode. My heart was racing, my blood was pumping, my whole body was trembling. I threw the door open and dashed outside. Oh. I know I said I wanted some time alone with Nozomi, but this was hardly the time or the place. Are you going to fight with us, Takumi? Huh? I kind of ran out of the room without thinking, but... Yeah, of course. I can't just stand by and do nothing. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Their attacks have been getting worse lately. Will you be fighting too, Nozomi? Huh? Well, yes, naturally. That's the reason I'm here after all. It's up to all of us to fight to keep humanity safe. She's really down the conspiracy pipe hole. No. Is that what you call it? Pipeline. Pipe hole. Kara was more timid than most people. A real scaredy cat. She'd go out of her way to avoid any kind of conflict. Even in a place like this with so much on the line, she'd never have chosen violence so easily. Calling it the natural thing to do, that's something she'll never say. Are you okay? You're looking a little pale. I'm fine. It's embarrassing to admit this, but I've never liked sirens, ever since I was little. Is that true with Karua? I think it is, isn't it?
I don't like sirens.
Yes, it is. Is it her? Is it a clone of her? But I have to get over it. This is no time to freak out. Nozomi raised both hands and gave her cheeks a light slap. Okay, that should do it. You sure you'll be alright? Yeah. Don't worry about it. Besides, the others are probably in the war room already. We shouldn't keep them waiting. You're right. Let's go. Without another word, Nozomi and I headed to the war room, and we will head to the war room next time on Borderline Games. Thank you so much for watching this episode of the 100 Line Last Defense Academy, or is it called the Second Last Defense Academy? We'll find out next time. Have a great evening. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye. Bye 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 bye.